Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel, all about cats and sometimes kittens, like today. Hit that subscribe button if you love cats. I mean, who doesn't love cats? Look at them. Look how cute they are. Oh my god, I love cats. So it's kitten season, and the other day I picked up a single kitten to foster. He was super hissy and super whiny, and he'd just been separated from his siblings. Like, he'd been caught, but the others had not. And so the commitment was to take him, and then when his siblings arrived, to go ahead and pick them up too. And after the first day, his siblings never showed up. And on the second day, I realized that I cannot foster just one kitten. It's just so sad. So today's video is 5 reasons to foster more than just one kitten from me, Sabrina, like the Sabrina edition, and what I learned during my time with just one little guy for only just 2 days. Reason number 1 is that one little kitten is just too lonely. He needs a friend. Little Z got so lonely. He was so sad. He would cry, and anytime that we would be out in the living room and he'd be in the bedroom, you'd just hear him crying, and you'd go in to try to get him, and he was so afraid. He'd just hide under the bed and cry and cry and cry. So I needed to get him a friend. One thing I was a bit concerned about was if I got another kitten, would they bond okay? Did they have to stay in isolation at all? Because sometimes, well, anytime that you pick up a litter of kittens, you can't let them around your big cats. You know, they have to stay by themselves for a couple of weeks, which we normally just leave them by themselves. Not by themselves. We leave them together and don't introduce them to the big cats. But what I learned was reason number 2 of why you could get more than just one kitten is that they're super easy for kittens to bond. Even if they're from a different litter, they bond really quickly. It took about an hour for Lil Z and his new buddy, which we named Nelson. Within an hour, the two of them were chasing each other around and just having a great time. One thing that I asked the foster coordinator about, though, was, is it okay to put them together? And she said absolutely. And she also said, you know, they're so little that they may hiss at each other, but even if they fight, they're too little to really do any damage, which was great because that was a concern too. Like, I didn't want to bring in another tiny little foster guy and then they don't get along, and now I've got 2 sad, lonely fosters. Reason number 3. This was an unexpected, delightful surprise. Kittens can teach each other things that maybe each other don't know. Nelson is a couple of ounces heavier than little Z, which means there were a few things that Nelson could do. Number 1, he could climb. He could climb up on the bed, and he taught little Z how to do that. Nelson taught little Z how to use the litter box, and he taught him how to eat the super wet, yummy food. The number 4 reason that you want to foster, or the number 4 reason that I recommend fostering more than one kitten at the same time, is that they'll have a playmate while you're gone. Even if you work from home, I'm sure there are still times that you'll leave and go somewhere, and you don't want little Z standing at the door whining and crying. So we picked up Nelson, and immediately little Z had a playmate. And reason number 5, it prepares the kittens for their forever home. A lot of people, when they go to adopt, they want to know, does the kitten get along with other animals? And when they're a singleton, you really don't know. You can't really speak to that because it's just been them by themselves. Also, having 2 kittens, like I said, they learn to play. So if you're looking to adopt a kitten and you have kids, you know, your kitten will be used to being handled and passed around and played with. So I think, you know, the number 5 reason is that it prepares them for their forever home. And ultimately, that is the goal of the foster parent, is to get the kittens ready so that they can go live somewhere else for the rest of their lives. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more cat content. And also, if there's something that you want me to do a top 5 reasons for about cats, drop it in the comments and I am more than happy to give it my best shot. Bye!